It's no secret that Palantir has been riding the recent AI wave on the market, but how much potential does it actually have in this field? Hi again, everyone. I hope you're all doing really well. So, a stock which I have held in my portfolio for about 2 years and is actually still sitting at a loss. It's not a big position. Is Palantir. Now, I got into the stock years ago because I did something which people shouldn't do. I listened too closely to people on YouTube, particularly one person called Tom Nash, who was kind of really advocating it and hyping it up quite a bit. And I kind of bought in at a high point, in the early 20s, and it's been welcomed this at the moment that it's gone back up to around that $15 range. But aside from the fact that I've kind of was swayed really by people really talking up Palantir, I did really like the stock in the sense that the business was something that was a little bit different in the software field. You just have to look at the types of clients that they were attracting. They kind of have basically a big moat in the area that they work in. The fact that they are able to land large government contracts and, they deal with big businesses. And, like when they were kind of at their peak price point, they were spending a lot of money on, sales to attract new business. And I think we might be starting to see some of that trickle in. Now, obviously, their core products are the Foundry and Gotham platforms, respectively, for commercial and government clients. But underlying it, and what's been really actually hyping the stock up a lot lately, is that they have their artificial intelligence platform, which integrates across those platforms. Now, I'll tell you why this is actually quite a powerful addition for the business. Now, obviously, this year there's been a lot of hype around AI and generative AI technologies, basically because of ChatGPT. However, in a former life, I've actually got a finance degree from, when I was a wee young lad. But so I do have some friends who work in the industry as like asset managers and financial analysts and stuff. And I still have a bit of contact with some of them. And in a conversation, it's sort of come up with one of them that, they don't use the generative AI stuff at their work, because obviously you can use it in a way where you can just drop in data and have it analyzed for you, which is really powerful. However, why they won't do it is because the security of the data that they'll put in, they can't control where it's going to be. It could be obviously going to a third party like OpenAI or whoever they're using it with, and obviously that places a privacy risk on that data for their clients. However, Palantir's solution might actually be a workaround that some of these types of businesses can use. So because it's known that you put in your own data and you control it through the platform, therefore you still own the data, and this generative tool is actually just working on your own data. So I think that is something that's really going to be powerful, and it obviously can bring more clients over, because it opens up the use of generative AI in the workspace, particularly in sectors like finance or other sectors where maintaining the privacy and security of clients' data is paramount. Now, how quickly this catches on for Palantir or how much impact it's going to have on their revenues, obviously remains unknown. Like Palantir kind of keeps their client data pretty tightly held, as is the nature of their business. But like it will be interesting to see if this new ability to use generative AI on a closed, server of your client's data, and maintaining the security of it, if that actually is something that's appealing, is going to bring in, clients such as like, large investing houses and stuff like that. You just have to look at like the big names in Wall Street. They would actually be able to use it. So that can actually open up the use of Palantir to a lot of big clients. They already have a large moat. They don't really have much in terms of competitors for what they do in terms of their data analytics software. So there's a lot of potential here for the business. Whether or not it comes through in the bottom line, we have to wait and see. But, I think there is a bit of optimism here. Anyway, I just thought I'd share a couple of thoughts on Palantir. Obviously, everyone's gone really excited about it before. I'm still holding the position in the red because I've had it for a long time. I've done something you shouldn't do. I bought into all the hype on YouTube, and I have to admit, people probably see me as being a little bit like that. I try to be a little bit balanced, and I never say anything that I don't think is financial advice. But yeah, it's just my 2 cents on what I think's happening with Palantir and why I think there's a lot of potential with it at the moment. Anyway, I'd love to hear like your thoughts on Palantir at the moment. I used to do some videos on this a couple of years ago, and I haven't really looked at it in a long time. But I just, are people curious about seeing me do videos on Palantir? I'd love to hear it in the comments below. Obviously I'm not the most eloquent person. It's unfortunately the way I am. I can't help it. I stutter a lot when I speak, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. Please share your thoughts in the comments below about Palantir and whether or not you'd like to see me do more updates on Palantir. Or if you can bear listening to me do it anyway. Anyway, otherwise, until next time, may the markets trade in your favor. Cheers.